Hey everyone, it's Boardgame Brody here with Meeple Mountain. 9th level Games sent me a prototype copy of Pavlov's Dogs. This makes it their 10th game, which should move them up to the 10th level. Pavlov's Dogs is a cooperative memory and conditioning card game. Just like you remember from science class, Pavlov's dogs were conditioned to salivate when hearing a bell. And just like that, this game will condition you to do a bunch of crazy stuff in order to win the game. Each player will start the game off with 3 bones, which represents how good you are. During the game, if you make any mistakes, one of your bones will be taken away. Before beginning the game, you will need to decide how hard you want the game to be. The game comes with a stack of easy, medium, and hard cards to be used randomly each time that you play. And you will decide on what mode you'll like to play. So puppy mode is 3 cards, dog mode is using 5 cards, and wolf mode is using 8 cards. After choosing the mode, you can then choose to make it easier or harder by choosing what level of cards that you will use. After selecting the cards at random with only being able to choose one of each dog tour, the cards will be added to the test booklet. This booklet will be given to the player who will be playing the dog tour or the judge in the game, and make sure that all players are good doggies by obeying the rules and the conditions. The dog tour picks one of the cards to be used for the round. This will be the first condition that are added to the rules. And now it's test time. As you can see here, I chose the puppy mode, choosing 3 cards to start. And let's see what we have first. Bark when brown cards are played. This rule will be read and or shown to all players. And at this point, everyone needs to start memorizing these rules. The dog tour player will deal out 5 cards to each player face down, making dog piles of cards. These test cards each have a command. There are 6 commands total. A number, like all bell cards are 0 and always white, and all other cards will be numbered between 1 through 5, and they will be of different colors by blue, yellow, or brown. Now on your turn, you'll flip the top card of your dog pile face up and announce the total value of the entire test. 4. If the player is correct and is obeying all the rules and conditions, the dog tour will say, "Good dog." The next player will go and place their top card face up on top of the others, but making sure that you can see the numbers of all the other cards. 6. Good doggy. Play continues until all cards are played. Roof. 9. Good dog. Or until someone fails. 14. Bad dog. When incorrect, that player will lose 1 bone, and the dog tour will reset the test value to 0, discarding all previously played cards, and the dog tour will then let the next player know that it is their turn. If a player runs out of bones, the game ends immediately, and all players lose. When and if you finish the test, the dog tour will pass the very confidential folder and the test deck to the player to their left. And the new dog tour will then choose one of the hidden cards to flip over, and it will add a new condition for this next round. Now you will still need to bark when a brown card is played, but also bell cards are actually all 2s. So make sure that you do the math right. 2, good dog. 3, good dog. Roof. 6, good dog. 7, good doggy. As you pass or fail the test, they get harder and harder with more conditions each round. Do you think you can remember 8 of these conditions? Did I miss any? In between rounds or tests, you'll be able to review the confidential folder with all the conditions, and the players can redistribute their bones, giving the players who keep messing up more bones so that they all don't fail and lose the game. Every player will have to always have at least 1 bone, including the dog tour. Also note that the dog tour will hide the rules before starting the next round. You will continue playing the game round after round, adding a new condition card. The game ends when you have flipped over all of your conditions and have finished that last round using all of them. And at the end of the game, you will have either failed or passed all the tests. You will then count up how many bones everyone has left cumulatively, and you'll visit this grid in the rulebook to see what grade that you are all awarded. And remember, D still stands for dog degree. Ruff! This game is crazy fun, and I really like how it eases up into the game by starting with one condition and then adding one additional condition each round. This obviously helps with conditioning as well, because the game is conditioning you. The game also tends to be more confusing and more crazy when you play back-to-back games, because you really have been conditioned from the first game, and you might still be behaving like you should in the previous game when you need to start over and recondition yourself for the new cards. I love how the publisher explains this game in their rulebook. The game is a cooperative, psychological brain buster of memory and conditioning. A fast, engaging card game of following the rules and acting like fools. You'll be drooling for more. I usually feel like these little blurbs don't actually explain the game, but 9th level games really hit their blurb out of the park. I like how you draw your card randomly to place out in the group of cards, and from there you need to remember all the conditions that might affect what you say. You're kind of put on the spot a little bit. The game definitely has a huge memory element, and the older or younger players might have more difficulty with the game, but honestly, I feel like the fun comes when someone messes up. Just hopefully this doesn't happen in the first round. Come and condition all your friends, hopefully making them all good dogs, in Pavlov's Dogs by 9th level games. Woof! Again, this is Boardgame Brody. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around and check out some other board game reviews to see what you might want to get to the table.
You need to wash your hands after this game.
Why?
Because you touched those.
What are these?
Dog bones.